Okay guys, it's been a while since I've distributed a new video regarding the Moose framework, and I'm going to demonstrate in this video a short session on some of the improvements that have been made under the hood around air-to-ground task dispatching. Right, so I'm going to demonstrate here this mission, this scenario. It's nothing spectacular, but it will show you how the air-to-ground tasking is working and some of the improvements that have been made. The scenario is very simple. I'm having a recce here that is driving on this road up to the north, and it will detect upon its path a couple of blue units that have been spread around on the battlefield. These blue units are tanks, and they have a rule of engagement switched to weapon hold, so they won't really start attacking those red vehicles here near the road. So let me quickly explain you what will happen. The recce will drive up to the north. It will detect the blue targets here, which are just normal armored vehicles, M113s, APCs, and here again APCs will be detected, and a bit further some air defense units will be detected, like an AAA, a Vulcan, and an Avenger. But then a bit further the Hawk installation will be found, and the Hawk installation is going to be a radar-based installation. So the task that initially will be detected by the recce here will be a CAS task. And the reason is that there are friendlies nearby within the zone. The zone has been made really large, so the initial detected targets will be those M113s. And when the vehicle is driving up to the north, those targets will be detected. And this is one of the improvements that have been done now in the air-to-ground tasking. So once these are being detected, these will become part of the zone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into one of these attack vehicles here on the red side, and I'm going to accept, so when the vehicle is here, I'm going to accept the task, which is going to be the CAS task, a close air support task, and as such I will get assigned to that CAS task. So the red vehicle will drive up to the north, it will detect those, it will detect those. And when those get detected, so one of the extensions of the air-to-ground dispatching is these targets will be automatically added to the target scope of my task. And once those get detected, these will also be automatically added to the target scope. When the vehicle is around here, then the radar installation will be found. So then the CAS task, will not be applicable anymore, and there's something more urgent to be done, which is going to be a SEAD tasking. So in this case, the CAS task, I will be informed that the tactical situation has changed. The CAS task will be cancelled, and then I can use the menu options to actually engage upon the SEAD tasking here, which is going to be eliminating those ground radar installations first. And the reason why I cancel the task is because I want to ensure that the players that are in the, executing the CAS task, that they have the required weapons to execute a SEAD task. And most of the time that won't be the case. So they will need to ask help from other players to actually start eliminating those radar emitting targets first, because they are a big threat to the air-to-ground tasking. So it's up to the tactical situation of the players that can decide, do I engage upon the new SEAD task, yes or no. So let me get into the running mission here then. So before I'm going to run this demo, let me quickly explain you the script. So I'm defining a headquarter, so I search for the group HQ, and then I'm going to allocate the HQ group as a parameter into the command center. So I'm creating a command center here. I'm creating a scoring module that will create a file on the server, detect demo, which is a CSV file, a comma delimited file. So any scoring achieved by the player will be logged into that file, and that can then be used on servers like web pages, etc., to show the scoring of your players. I have a mission here, which is for the command center that I allocated here, stealth mission primary, and this is the briefing that I will show you in a minute for the Red Coalition. And any scoring goals are also logged into the, for the mission are logged as well into the detect demo CSV file. And then I'm going to create the air-to-ground dispatcher tasking. So what I'm first doing is I'm allocating a set group of forward air controllers, which is a dynamic list of groups that is being built continuously within the mission. That object is then being passed as a parameter to the detection areas object that is being created to group the detected targets per area, and the areas that are being defined are of 10-kilometer range. And here I am defining the set of groups that define the attacking groups. So the tanks, the red tanks that I explained you, I'm going to jump in. And those will be taken into account when I fire, when I destroy one of the targets that have been detected. I get points and mission achievements. And the air-to-ground task dispatcher then takes the parameter, the mission, the attack groups, and the forward air controller detection areas object. That is then governing the complete air-to-ground tasking. Okay. Alright, so here I am in the running mission. Oh, voila. I got the forward air controller driving up to the road here. I got some blue tanks here that are being detected, and let me jump into one of those, the BMP. Right, so when I go now and I check the mission here, so I go to command center, stealth, primary, mission stealth, primary, yeah. And then I ask for the briefing, F1, and this is the text that you saw on the script that is being displayed. Then I go back, F10, command center, Lima, mission stealth, primary, and I do task reports, and give me the planned tasks. So here I see 2 targets have been detected, M113s, with a bearing range 253 degrees, 3.64 kilometers away, threat level 2. Excellent. Back to the mission. So I want to join now those tasks, so I go CAS 1, join task. Right, so my task is now being assigned. I have 2 M113 targets left to be destroyed, and I've arrived within the zone. Now let me show you some fancy things that have been built within the Moose framework since a couple of time. So I can change the settings of the air-to-ground coordinate system. First thing that I can do is I can ask for an MGRS or military grid coordinate system to be displayed. So when I do the report of my active task, assign task, show report, what I see now is oh no, that's not true. No, that's the one that doesn't work, excuse me. So when I go to this is interesting. So now I see a CAS 001 has changed as a change of targets. There's a new target of 2 AAV7s being detected. So now when I go into my task and I do command center, task reports, give me the planned tasks, no, the assigned tasks. Now I see 4 AAV7 M113s are being active, and the MGRS settings is currently working. And I still need to indeed fix the other erroneous settings that I had there. Okay, so I'm going back here, and now I'm going to just destroy one of those targets. So these are being detected. So what I'm going to do is to scan the target. This is the optimal. Okay, fine. So let me shoot them a bit so they're burning. Right, you saw the scoring there flashing, haven't you? So now I got destroyed one tank, I've destroyed a target, so I got 3 targets left, right? And in the meanwhile the recce is still driving up on the road, right? So I'm shooting him. Right, it's not enough, a bit further. You know, I have turned rule of engagement, weapons hold, because otherwise I would get killed immediately or destroyed immediately, and that's not what I want for testing purposes. This is a demonstration, but in a real battle this would be completely different. Yeah? My god, this is a tough one. Good. So now what I'm going to show you is this thing is running and is going to find those here, right? So let me see what happens. So I got 2 targets left, 2 M1113s are left. I'm speeding up the time a bit, and you should see the wreck arriving in a minute. Right, so now here you see this. 1 new target have been detected, an Avenger and a Vulcan. Excellent, so let me check what was the report here. Task reports, assigned task. Okay, so I got 4 targets now. A Vulcan, Avenger, and M113s. Okay, MGRS 3, 8T, KM, etc, etc. Cool. Now it's coming something new, so I am still assigned to the task. I'm not going to do anything now. I'm just going to wait until he progresses a bit further. But he will detect the Hawk. So here he is. So now you see this. The target has been cancelled. And this is an interesting one. So now the radar installations have been detected and the CAS task isn't anymore valid. This complete zone is under a higher threat level. It's going to be a C task that needs to be executed here. So now we need to wait a bit further until the C task has been defined, and here it is. Task C001 has been defined, and you can select it from the radio menu. So once the task CAS had been cancelled, I cannot select the task anymore. That won't be listed anymore. So when I do task reports, report task, but there's a C task now listed. And you will see the targets of the C task having a completely different scope. 3 Hawk TR, SR, Seawar. Okay, so I can engage those. Because I'm in a tank, I can drive up there and I can attack it. But when you're in an airplane, when you have your payload, like air-to-ground material with laser-guided weapons, precision weapons, then the C task is not anymore applicable for you, and you need to ask other players for help to execute first the C task. Once the C task has been executed, then the target type of the zone will become back a BAI, right, or a CAS, and the CAS task will be redefined to be executed. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I think everything is done dynamically here. There's nothing written in the script. This is all dynamically defined, right? By the way, this is the zone here, these tires. Yeah, just to have fun. Where is it? Yeah, that tire here. These are being automatically placed around the border for testing. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to publish this video now so you can enjoy it all on the web. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.